Welcome back to I Said It With No Edit. Today on Motivational Mondays, I have Miss Veronica King, and she has some goodies to share with us. So grab your pen and paper and get ready to learn. Miss Veronica, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank all the way from Ireland. We have Miss Veronica King, and she's going to share a little bit of what she can do to help motivate you and what she does to help people and how she can possibly help you. So Miss Veronica King, what is it that you offer to people? What is it that you do that you offer to help?
Yes, I offer to help people to get their business started in the right way, because there's a wrong way, believe me, and there's a wrong way to start your business.
Yes.
And one of the things that I focus on is having clarity about what it is that you want to achieve. And from there, once you have that clarity, then of course we can begin working together if that's what you want, So that's what I do basically, startups, and it doesn't really matter what sector of business you work in or, what kind of business you want. Starting business is a generic thing. Every business have to start in the same way. And that is, we give you everything that you need, all the knowledge, all the skill that you're going to need to run and to grow a viable business that is going to be profitable, for you.
Yes. Now, with that, what type of services do you offer? Like, what are some of the things that the people will expect when they work with you?
Yes. Okay. So I think one of the things some of the things that they can expect, and people come in at different points. They might come in, so we offer coaching, which is business coaching. And executive coaching as well. If people are in that space and they want some kind of coaching to help them with, other things beside their businesses, then obviously that is offered as well.
Nice.
But it's mainly business coaching and business mentoring and business support. So those are the three key areas that we work in. And so it's teaching and training. That's involved in the mentoring and the business support. We offer court classes, some of them free, some of them not free,
It's got to be give and take. No, that's understandable. Give and take. Yes.
Yes. So, you can come to, we're running one on the 7th of April, a free class. The people can join that if they want to. They'll get a flavor of what we like,
I'm gonna be there.
Yes. And then we have other programs which you will see when you join this one. You'll see what the other programs are.
All right. All right. Now, with that being said, you're in Ireland. I'm based in the United States. Can this work for other people in other countries? Like, can you help other people? Like,
oh my goodness.
Traffic, like.
Yes, this is international, and with Zoom and other platforms, we can talk to anybody all over the world. In fact, I have been using Zoom about 3 years before the pandemic.
COVID,
because I go to the Caribbean quite often every year. And from there, I work with my business partner here. So it's all over, and we're in the UK, and I'm Ireland, Northern Ireland's part of the UK, but I'm based in London actually. So, it's kind of, we're international in every sense of the word.
Yes, and that's a big thing to know.
So anybody from anywhere.
Yes, I was wondering, like, how can she help me? And she's not in my country, but that you explained it. That works. It's perfect. And with that being said, what about people that might have an idea for a business or want to do something and they don't have a lot of capital or any capital? What would you, can they still come to you and get help? Like,
yes, and yes. You don't need money to start a business. All you need is your idea and we take that idea and turn it into a
I love it.
business without you needing any money, to run that business. No, you don't have to have investments. That is not necessary.
So you would
Yeah,
encourage people that might feel as though, oh, I don't have the money to start it right now. I can barely make ends
yeah,
meet. They should come see
yeah.
you.
Yes, they can, and they will get all the knowledge that they need and how to do that.
Perfect,
Yeah,
perfect. One more
yeah.
question I have. Well, not one more, but the ones that I kind of mainly
Yes,
had.
yes.
Far as it's a lot with the pandemic happening, and you've seen a lot of people coming out with their own businesses and stuff, and you got other people saying, "Oh, no, I can't run it." Do you feel as though running a business is for everyone? Like, do you think that anyone and everyone can run a business, and should they run a business?
I don't think it's for everyone. And it's like everything else, business isn't for everyone, not all of us. In fact, most of us prefer to be customers and clients than to
Yes,
be a business.
it's a lot of
But
work.
there
Yeah,
are people, yeah, exactly. There are people who do want to, and I would never discourage anyone. Try it and see if you realize, and this is why we get people to have clarity in
I
what it
love
is
it.
that they want.
I love
Yeah,
it.
because we like you to be clear on what it is that you want. If we, in our experience, feel that this is not going to work for you, then we'll tell you. We don't
Sugar
kind of
coat.
force people into situations that is not going to be good for them, because we are the ones who will lose, and we will get a bad reputation,
Yes.
if we do that. So we advise people, that's the other thing. We give you
Mhm.
advice, it's not just, telling you got to run a business, except we advise you, because this is our, between us, myself and my partner, we've got about 60 years of experience. I ran 4 businesses before this one, so I know what it takes to run a business, and not everybody's ready to do that, and there will be different points in their lives that, that they may find further down the road, okay, I'm ready now
Right.
from what I've learned. Because when they come to us, we are giving them information about what the possibilities are and what the opportunities are, and so no, not everybody is suitable for running a business. But
I love it.
if they have an idea and they feel like they want to try, we get them to look at the idea, what it is that it's going to do for them,
Hmm.
and
What it takes to do it, make it grow.
what it takes. Yes, what is
Yes.
required, and how they're prepared to do what it takes, So these are the things that we look at with people, when they come to us,
I love it.
because we want everyone to be successful. It's, it goes with the
Yes.
territory. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
So
was going
it's
to
no
ask
point.
you, well, what makes you different than other people out here doing it? But I'm hearing your experience. Can you give a little bit about some of the experiences you had that shows why we should come to you, why people would come to you and your partner? Like, why you?
Yeah, yes, of course. I mean, so I run businesses in different sectors. I ran 2 multi-level marketing businesses, run a property business, yeah,
Nice.
and now a coaching business, which I set up myself, and this one I've co-founded with my business partner.
I love
So
it.
these are the experiences, and I've worked in industry, for several years. I worked in the City of London in the
Nice.
financial services, in the legal services. I worked in education. I was a lecturer in business and in management for
Nice.
20 years. So it's all that I've brought together. All the experiences I've gathered along the way. And some of them have been management positions, others have been just administrative positions, working at the top with chairman,
Mhm.
directors, boards,
Nice.
all that kind of stuff, at board level. So I got a bird's eye view of how an organization is put together,
Sure.
how it works. and teaching that as well to students, and actually getting them, passing their exams, and getting to some great universities in the country, that for me, it's very, very important, so yeah, I've got lots of knowledge. One of my business, which I ran for 10 years, and with my then partner, I coached a team. We had a team of 300 all over the UK. We even had a group in the Netherlands, and so because my background was in teaching, coaching was a natural thing for me to do. Mentoring is natural for me to do. I've mentored in the workplace as well. I've coached in the workplace. I've coached executives in the workplace. So this is all my experience I've put together so that I can help people who need that help, using my experience.
I'm sitting here smiling is because it's like, this is stuff that I admire and I love, like you're selling your experiences, all the things you've done. And it's like, I wanted to learn more. And like, and this is what's going to draw people to you is that knowledge and that experience you have. And also you want to help people. It's not like you don't want to use it to hurt people. You're trying to help others. And it's like, exactly. I love it. Yeah. I already heard this from you, but just hearing it again, it's just like, oh, I love
it. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I just forgot what I was going to say. I had a question and then I heard this and it's just like, oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I love it though. I love it. Now, with the, I can't believe I'm drawing a brain fart right now.
It's okay. It happens. It happens.
Well, let's say this. Okay, so do you have any, let's say, advice for anybody, like something that you want to give somebody on the before, like say they're still kind of eerie or weary and they might not think that they can come to you because they don't feel as though they're good enough, whatever the case may be, the things that people put in their head. Like, no, that's what it was. I was going to ask you, why do you feel as though coaching is a good thing for people? Why do you feel as though people should have a coach in their life, period? Because I remember we talked about this before and I liked what you said. So could you reiterate what you were saying about having a coach in your life?
Yes, having a coach is absolutely essential. I mean, we, at the time, that business I ran for 10 years, right? Over 5 years, because we had a coach and a mentor who's walked the walk, and talked the talk, who helped us. I mean, for 5 years, we were top achievers in that business. And in 1 year, we went from like 300,000 to 850,000 pounds in our business, and that's because we listened and learned from a coach. That's just one example. I mean, when I started my coaching business, I had a mentor, I had a coach, who coached me through some of the processes that I needed to put in my business to have that success that I want. And I still listen to a lot of coaches, even though I've been doing this for such a long time. I will always listen to somebody who's got the knowledge that I want on that particular thing.
I love it. I love it.
None of us know everything. You can never know everything, So it's about learning. It's about listening. It's about taking action. And when you have somebody there as an accountability partner, because that's what we do. We partner with people. We sort of pull them up. If you're not doing this, why aren't you doing it? Right? Do you need some more training on that? You need some more help with that? And that's what we're there for. It's a lonely thing. Running a business on your own can be very, very lonely.
Yes. Yeah? I know that.
Have somebody there that you can go to and talk to and talk through your issues with and get a solution at the end of it, because that's what coaching is. We don't tell people what to do. We provide them with solutions to their problem, because they are the expert in their business. They are the ones with the idea. We just help them along, and give them those tools and knowledge that they need. So that's the beauty of coaching. You're not there to tell people what to do. You're helping them along to their success, to their journey, on their journey of success. So that's what coaching works. It's one of the greatest thing in the world you can do for somebody, is to help them, to coach them and help them to clarify their ideas, Yeah.
And I love that you explained that, because it was funny, because before I would say, I don't need a coach. I can just go learn it myself. I can, figure it out on myself. And my husband was more opposed, saying we should have a coach, and to help learn, that
Yeah.
will help curve some of the bad things that may come along. If we go to somebody straight to the source that knows, we can kind of
Yes.
speed up the
Yeah.
process.
Work
And I
through
was
it.
just
Yeah.
so like, no, I can do it myself. I don't want to pay nobody. All they're going to do is just take my money and like tell me what to do. And now that you've cleared it up for me, and I think it also, you have to find the right coach, because I'm quite sure it is people out there that could
Yes.
take advantage. But hearing it from you is,
Yes.
that's not your intentions. And
Yes.
I love that. And that's the thing of
Yes.
finding the right person to coach you for whatever you desire.
That's
And
right.
I
For what
like
it is
that.
you want.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
I do.
absolutely. And the thing is as well, I mean, I've had, as I said before, I've had coaches that I listen to on different subjects. And the thing
Yes.
is, you might need several coaches in your life, which
Yeah.
not at the same time, but at different times, according to what you need in your business. So you're not staying with one coach forever. You might need, and I remember I coached a lady who was a lawyer, and she, in a very short space of time, she put what I recommended in place, and her business just took off.
Wow.
I wasn't with her for a very long time. Just gave her a few pointers and a few things to tweak, and her business took off, and we only had, I think, a couple of sessions together, and that was it. Her business really took off, and she's really doing well, which is
Nice.
fantastic. So you don't
Nice.
need a
Nice.
coach all the time. There will be instances when you do, and there will be instances when you don't, and you decide when you need help, and how much help you need. Really, that's what's important.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear you. I can't hear you for whatever reason. Wait a minute. Did I do it? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. uh,
I think that would do it. Let me see.
ah,
There we go. I got you.
there we go. That's better. Yes.
I got you. I apologize for that
No.
technical difficulties.
Oh,
Again, all
don't.
things coming when you start
Yes.
when you start a
Yes.
business, you get all types of things.
Yes, you do. You do. And that's to be expected, isn't it?
Yes, sadly. But I learned to roll with it, adjust, and move accordingly.
Yeah.
But I think I have a new coach that's gonna help me. So we're gonna work all those kinks out.
That's good to know.
And
Yeah.
like I said, I wasn't a believer, more so of, not a believer, but I just felt like I personally, I don't need a coach. I don't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I can
Yeah.
just do it on my own. And what can they tell me? But like I said, just from learning from previous years, and then of course hearing you now and how you broke it down, it's like, yeah, coaching is something that I think, like you said, a lot of people, whatever you desire to do,
Yes.
whether it's the fitness, your health, your
Whatever.
religion, your
Whatever.
spirituality,
Yes.
your business,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
I do now, I'm seeing that it's a good thing. It's just finding somebody that matches with you.
That's
And now
right.
with that being said, you said you do. All right, let's talk about what you got coming up. You said you have a class coming up on April
The 7th.
What month are we? April. Yes, April.
April the
It's
7th.
April
Yes.
7th.
Yes. Yeah.
April
Yes.
7th.
So that's specifically for startups, because
Okay.
I mean, we've gone through the pandemic. Hopefully we are getting towards the end of it. We don't know. But people can thrive, and there are lots of small businesses that have started in the pandemic and they're doing well. So it's not even about when you start, when what the economic situation is like. Because let's face it, small businesses are known to drive the economy, because when the big businesses have to close their doors, a lot of us who work from home, we can keep the economy going. And those of us who have small operations, we can keep, we can supply people with goods and services, even when there is an economic downturn. So it's not about,
I love it.
It's the time doesn't really impact if you want a business. All you have to be is clear on what it is that you want to do. And if you need some help, get that help.
Okay.
That's the key thing. Get help. Don't struggle.
I love it. I love it. Miss Veronica King, everybody. Now, how can we meet you? How can not meet you? How can we get in contact with you? How can we figure out, get your services? What are some sites you have? Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at www.@startnow, which is one word, .co.uk.
Okay.
That's where you can find our services.
Okay.
I will send you the link for the course that I'm running on the 7th. And
Yes.
after the 7th, we're running the accelerated program.
Okay.
Will start on the 5th of May. So I will send you the link for that as well when it's,
ready.
Just share it. If you don't need it, don't worry about it.
That's
just
what
share
I say.
it with your connections, and see, get them to share it if they find somebody else, because
that's what
sometimes it's not for us. And I'm a great one at recommended people that are good. If I know that they're good, I have no qualms about recommending them. If that's all I can do is to recommend, because sometimes people come to me and the service that they want is not the one that I provide. So what I do, I send them to somebody who does.
Nice.
And I think that's part of this coaching. There's so many, as you say, so many coaches out there dealing with so many issues that there's always somebody to help. And I send them where they can get the help if I can't help them.
I love it. I love it. So we can find you at startnow.co.uk. Of course, everything is going to be in the description. All the links, everything that y'all need is going to be in the link, so y'all can have it. Yes. I want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing. To motivate people. This is what it's for, is to motivate and share, because I live by sharing. I will put out what I want in return. So I send out knowledge, because that's all I love, is knowledge, and to learn and to grow as a person.
Yes.
So
yes.
Again, thank you for coming on. Is there anything else you want to share with us before we end this?
Just be open. Just remain open to the universe. And opportunities will present itself.
Yes.
In a way that you sometimes think, wow, where did that come from? And it's good to keep an open mind. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Again, everybody, Miss Veronica King, y'all know how to find her. And as always, I said it with no edit.